CoinDad.com. This is John's report is for the 4th, and well, there wasn't a whole lot to do. Market had gapped up from yesterday and pretty much just rode with this brief little dip. It was a pretty quick turnaround with Magenta back over, DOC. Orange dipping below green, all those things all congruent. We pretty much stayed above the 76%, but more importantly, we moved out of that range that we had seen, and we'll show it on the daily as well. And literally, that's just a straight cascade. So this was just a free buy opportunity for funds and everyone because it said, hey, we've broken out of range. So when we look at the 50K, you can see we've had that line right there, and pretty much played back and forth around it, up and down, and then broke out of it beginning of the week, and then boom, that allowed free gap up range starting Monday. And of course, it didn't hurt that, as we talked about, Trump would go back and forth between how long it would take to escalate to de-escalate and salvage oil prices. Didn't do much in the way of Bitcoin or even from gold, but Euro, still very excited because their war footing is still on track, and they plan some pretty large deficits. They still think the U.S. is done for. The irony is they can't even see their own demise. That's what's funny about it. But this was the key one, oil dipping down. Is it enough? No. I mean, if he can get another couple more days, or at least the rest of this week, and drive it down towards the low 70s or something to that effect, it's funny because the Iranians are like, who are they talking to? The Saudis? And we didn't agree to any conversation, but Trump says that they're talking privately, and it's possible. Who knows? I mean, there's no way to gauge this. We just know that it's a direct manipulation. I mean, there's nothing moving out of the strait. So at the end of the day, there's that reality. Then you end up with the fact of, okay, no, is it able to drive it down enough? Is there enough exterior supply happening, or is there enough of an economic malaise or slowdown that's meeting the current demand? And at this particular stage, not yet, because these are still pretty elevated prices. So from a blowout standpoint, the NQ, short cover rally is pretty clear there. We have the rising MBI weight. The Magenta crossover continues to accelerate. Everyone's still convinced that it's fake, but it was confirmed with the DOC as well. And now you're at 50%. You might get a little resistance hitting up against the NQ50, but that's where you look at the ES, and it's got more room. What will happen is the NQ will break the 50, and the ES will be pushing towards the 100% because it's already driving towards it. And we expected this. We expected new highs to be made given what we were seeing. So it's on track. Is it as fast as I thought it would be? Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I don't see any issues with the momentum on this one. I do think it needs to get to that 100% and break past it here this week. Otherwise, I think you'll get real problems from that standpoint. But that's irrespective of whether or not it's justified or the numbers can, support it. It doesn't matter. That's not how the markets work. It's about who's running the book and whether or not they've got an edge over the other guys. And right now, longs are in the strong position, and they're going to continue to force. Particularly if they can break the 100%, they'll force a dramatic short cover at that particular stage. So the idea is about putting people in the wrong position and taking advantage of it. So that's what we'll continue to look for. Anyway, anything relevant, I will let you know. Have a good one. Trade well.